So for left hand speed or fretting hand, whichever way you are, we're going to do an exercise that just focuses on that hand. We're not going to pluck or pick or any of that stuff. All hammer on, pull off. It's going to build a lot of strength in your hand, and it's going to be really fucking frustrating at first. There's no other way around that. Unless you pick it up right away, wonderful, good for you. It took me a really long time. I would imagine it takes people a bit. But the key is to not get frustrated, or if you do get frustrated, to go through it and work through disciplined practice. It's easy to practice anything when you're motivated, but when you don't want to do it, that's when you really should be. So if I get it right, it's going to sound like this. Oops. Mistake and all, right? Because we can't just put perfection on YouTube. So what's happening there, it's going to be pinky, and we're going to slow it down a lot. You're going to anchor your middle finger on 11. All of this is on the G string. And we're going to keep 4 fingers per fret. So you're going to be going up from 11, 12, 13, 14. So 11, but we're going to start hammering on with our pinky on 14. Hammer on, and then when you pull off, you don't just let go. Down, and then pull off in a downward angle, going this way. And since your index finger is anchored right here on 11, it's not going to move. We're going to keep it there the whole time. So pinky, and then middle. Oop. That's the actual motion for it. And all those little mistakes, you're going to be doing them too. So I really will keep them in. So it'll be. That's the speed you're going to end up building up to. But for now, that's the first position. And then we come down here because we want to play it musical. We won't just want to be farting around on the neck anyway. So then we go pinky, index, ring. Starting on 12 to 9. So it's... And you're going to practice each one until it's comfortable, which it rarely will be. So that transition is huge too. Jumping between the two. At first you're just going to want to get the motion right, and then kind of move, set up shop, and then go down. Let that breathe out. And then we're going to go here. This is the hardest one because it's a 5 fret stretch, which is a real pain in the ass. But to get good, you got to do stuff that isn't easy. So, and by easy, I mean it's just frustrating because it's not going to come to you right away. It'll become easier, that's for sure. So, index is going to be right here on 7, pinky on 11, and we're going to use our middle finger here on 9. So it's pinky, index, middle, index. So those 3 so far are. And then we're going to go to the last phrase, which is pinky on 9, index on 6, and we're going to use our middle right there on 7. And if that's how it has to be to practice it, to learn it, perfect. Keep going. And then you'll eventually build it up. And once your hand has the strength of doing that, and I'm not touching anything with this right hand, by the way. It's just muting these 3 strings, just so they don't ring out. So. That one's such a pain in the ass. The main reason to do that too, oh, well, why do you have to play it on a bass? You're just showing off or whatever the hell it is. Fuck that. It's going to get your left hand really strong, and anything you're going to need to play is just going to come second nature. And that's how you get there. So questions, leave it in the comments. Happy shredding. See you on the next video.